Alma's vocabulary lesson number 2. Before we begin, this is a warning that just by watching this video, you might not be able to completely understand these words. However, that does not mean this video will have no benefit to you at all. Another study option could be my Quizlet sets, which I will put a link to in the description below. I will also put a link to a slideshow that contains all of the recorded lessons so far. However, you may miss out on some benefits the video provides. Still though, it's okay, we all learn in different ways. So, there was a bonus at each of the lessons, and this one was the one from the previous lesson, lesson number 1, which is called Guess the Anime Character. So, who is this? The character name is Toru Isukawa, and in introduction, according to Japanese culture, it would be Isukawa Toru because Isukawa is the family name, which comes first in Japanese culture. He plays the role of a friend to the main characters of anime called Horimiya, which is a romance comedy. If you want it, you might want to check it out. So, in this lesson, we will learn 11 words. Number 1, abstinent. Number 2, abstract. Number 3, abstruse. Number 4, abysmal. Number 5, accolade. Number 6, accost. Number 7, acerbic. Number 8, acquisice. Number 9, acrid. Number 10, acrimonious. Number 11, acumen. Abstinent is an adjective meaning abstaining, voluntarily not doing something, especially something pleasant that is bad for you or has a bad reputation. Cynthia, who was dieting, tried to be abstinent, but when she saw the chocolate cake, she realized that she would probably have to eat the entire thing. Our next word is abstract, which is an adjective meaning theoretical and personal. Bruno doesn't like abstract art. He thinks that a painting should resemble something real, not a lot of splattered paint. Our next word, abstruse, is an adjective meaning hard to understand. The professor's article on the meaning of meaning was abstruse. Michael couldn't even pronounce the words in it. Next, abysmal, which is an adjective meaning extremely hopeless or wretched, bottomless. The nation's debt crisis was abysmal. There seemed to be no possible solution. Next is accolade, which is a noun meaning an award and honor. The first breakdancing troupe to perform in Carnegie Hall, the Teflon Toughs, received accolades from the critics as well as from the fans. And then our next word is accost, which is a verb meaning to approach and speak to someone aggressively. Amanda karate chopped the stranger who had accosted her in the street, and was embarrassed to find he was an old blind man. Our next word, acerbic, is an adjective meaning sour, severe, like acid in temper, mood, or tone. Barry sat silently as his friends read the teacher's acerbic comments on his paper. Next, acquiesce, which is a verb meaning to comply passively, to accept, to assent, to agree. The pirates asked Petey to walk the plank. He took one look at their swords and then acquiesced. Next is acrid, which is an adjective meaning pungent, bitter. The cheese we had at the party had an acrid taste. It was harsh and unpleasant. Next is acrimonious, which is an adjective meaning full of spite, bitter, nasty. Relations between the competing candidates were so acrimonious that each refused to acknowledge the presence of the other. And finally, Acumen, which is a noun meaning keenness of judgment, mental sharpness. Ernie's lack of acumen led him to invest all his money in a company that had already gone out of business. Now that we have gone over the 11 words, we will have a short quiz. I will give you 5 seconds max to answer each question. In your mind, obviously. Which word means to approach and speak to someone aggressively? Accost. Accost means to approach and speak to someone aggressively. What part of speech is the word acquisice? Acquisice is a verb meaning to comply, to agree, to assent. Which art is abstract art? Our answer is the leftmost one. Some might think it might be another if you don't know about art, but the middle one is a sketch, which is something realistic, which is contradicting to the word abstract, which means theoretical and personal. And for the rightmost one, that's DIY. Which word would best describe how the person saying this quote feels? When I'm alone, I think. When I think, I remember. When I remember, I feel pain. And when I feel pain, I cry. Our answer is the middle one, abysmal. Which is the correct spelling? The correct spelling is of acrimonious is Acrimonious. I couldn't understand her abstruse words. Does this sentence use the word abstruse correctly? Yes, because abstruse means hard to understand. What is a synonym of Acumen? Brilliance would be a good synonym to replace Acumen. Naki1A, which word would fit this sentence? Our answer is Accolade. And since the beginning of Accolade is an A, it would have been Naki1 an Accolade. True or false? Acerbic is a noun. False. Acerbic is not a noun. Acerbic is an adjective. And for this question in particular, there is one mistake in this sentence, which I have somewhat said in the previous question. Comment down below if you have an answer. Which face would someone make if they ate an acrid fruit? And this is not, as long as they are expressing their emotion correctly, it should be fine. It would be the rightmost one. To be abstinent of smoking means to reject smoking, because abstinent means to try not to do something on your own will. Now, congratulations! You reached the end of this quiz and lesson. Remember to review and practice the usage of these vocabulary words. So, as a bonus for watching this video, we have a fun activity called Where is the Mistake? $1 equals 100 cents. We all know that. And then 100 equals 10 times 10. And then we all know 10 equals 10 cents equals $0.1, which then can go from 100 cents to 10 cents times 10 cents to $0.1 times $0.1. And then we know 0.1 times 0.1 equals 0.01, which means $0.1 equals 0 times $0.1 equals $0.01, which is 1 cent. So, using this formula, we can prove that $1 equals 1 cent. So, where is the mistake? And credits to Woodsmart 5th edition by Adam Robinson and the staff of the Princeton Review. Thank you for watching.